Great play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
.36 seconds left in the second period.
A
nice shot by McGee.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
That or part until I get all my badges.
Pass to Graham.
Both shooting and
now here's Ingram.
Assist.
6 on the shot clock.
Passing. Playmaking.
Tries
all
to
my
snap the
handles
cold
on
streak,
ready to go.
and Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Lee. A dominating first half of play. And so...
Man, that sucks. I will have to start over and pick her. I'm going for the assist record.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second.
I gotta see what the assist record is. Hey Siri. What's the record for assists in the NBA game?
There are 5 NBA games today.
Scott Skiles.
Well, the Pelicans shooting just 37% in the game. C.J. McCollum is out there with Devontae Graham. Then it's Larry Nance. Then there's Willie Hernangomez. And it's Ingram in at the 3. That's the Pelicans 5. Shoots from the line. No good. A bit long that time.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Stripped away. Here's Lee. Basket's good. Lee's gotten 4 this quarter.
5 steals.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
About a minute played here in the second half. To the inside. Pass to Hernangomez. The Suns clear it.
That wasn't a block.
Ayton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Lee. Graham covering. That one goes in. Lee's got 28 points for the game.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start
What's my shooting 2 of 5?
the quarter.
When you look at all the turnovers, boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
It's McCollum with a drive. Pass to Nance. Outside Grant. Jacks up at 3. He drops it from range. Graham's got 14 points for the game.
Trying to develop his all-around game when Larry Nance Jr. moves it like this. And he sees it. He can make everybody better.
Here's Lee. He's guarded by Nance. There's the three. And the basket.
Get in there.
Lee's got 31 points.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total.
You know, when I go to sleep at night,
Points from beyond the arc so far.
I saw it all stop.
AFC East. Round. This guy has not stopped up. He's playing so hard. Oh, wow. Wow. All right, hold on. There's a magnet around her head.
Big like Francis right now. Fat Francis. Oh, they really right now.
Lock your chin. Lock your chin. Always turn to your chin.
Points from beyond the arc so far.
That got the people even up here. Okay.
on the attack. Crowder grabs the miss. Crowder's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational. And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Suns foul. That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Graham for 3. That's good. And it's McCollum with the assist. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great foul.
And another dime for him. The chemistry he has with his guys
31
is impressive.
for the record.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates,
I'm done
incredible.
scoring for the rest
Gives
of
us
the
a
game.
chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Yeah,
Thanks, Brian. DeAndre Ayton being the #1 pick in 2018, his potential is obvious. With his team on the rise, he's looking to impose his will on a nightly basis. Ayton said, quote, "I know how hard I work and what kind of a player I am. I'm trying to take over every possession, being more dominant every game."
Oh, scary thought, Allie. Thanks. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
New Orleans has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third.
See, with a 6'8" point
Graham
guard,
for
you
3.
can switch on if somebody.
Drains the triple. Graham's got 20 points.
He hit 3
I can
triples in the
switch on
first
bigs
half.
at
3 more
6'8".
since. That's nothing to
I can
shrug
go
at.
1, 2.
Here's Lee. Graham covering. It's Booker on the wing. Back to Lee. Clock at 6. The Suns need to get off a shot. Booker
He
can't
can't
get it to
hit
go.
that.
If you told me
That's
this was the
another
kind
way
of
to
game he
use
was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Pass to McCollum.
Well, you got
Outside
me
Ingram.
balling.
From deep.
You forget about that?
Phoenix grabs the miss.
Give me the
Aiden's
ball.
got
I want
11
8.
rebounds in the game.
Get your big tail over here. Not you setting the screen.
Here's
8.
Lee. Graham covering.
He's in takeover.
To the middle. Here's Ayton.
Dunk. I love beating
By
Ayton.
Ayton.
He's an automatic
Ayton
assist.
out there playing poker with the flush.
New Orleans calls timeout. The NBA has a major presence in Africa now, and you were a big part of making that happen, Greg.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. And to work with the NBA and strategic investors over on the continent in Africa, it's not just a great investment, but you're also
What up,
doing
viewer?
the right thing,
What's your name?
spreading the
Tell me
game, sharing
in
the
the
game,
comments.
and giving people on the continent the joy that basketball brings to everyone.
Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Suns. Johnson comes in for Bridges.
Came and left like Batman.
McCollum against
Take
Ayton.
1 minute, go to the next.
And again, New Orleans, no good.
It's all right.
Phoenix
I'm
has
just
gone
happy to
just
get
1
one
of 3
viewer
from
at
deep
this
since the
point.
break.
Ooh, I about had an open pull up.
Here's Lee. Give him 31 now to the paint. And again,
Kaminsky
another
with their
assist. That's another dime from him.
Man,
He's tallying them up fast.
we're beating the
BA.
living hell out of them now.
For
We
New
gotta go
Orleans,
full
they've gotten
court
only
try.
4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the
Yeah,
third.
lead him
Lewis.
open.
Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Here's Lee. He's defended by Hayes. And Ayton with the stuff.
If they let me play in the
Ayton rolls
fourth,
to the hoop for
then I can
2
get
at
to 20.
7-1. Very
I
fluid.
got 6 minutes.
The Pelicans have gone 5
This is
of
a
11 in this
beatdown.
third
I'm
quarter.
trying to get the record, but this is a massacre.
And he drives in.
Just let him
And
score.
they immediately
That
answer
way it
back
stays
with a dunk
somewhat
on the other
close.
end.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. Here's Lee to the inside. Another possession. Another
Assists. I got
assist.
11
And that's his
assists to
20th
get.
assist. Wow.
He's doing a
I can
great
get this
job
record.
at orchestrating the offense.
Here's Lewis.
Clamps is the
And they're
best
going to play
defensive thing
94
they have.
feet of defense here. They're going to try to make something happen with the full court press.
Where's the
Back to Hayes.
intimidator? No, I like clamps
Pass to Murphy. For 3, McCollum
as a guard.
knocks it down from distance. McCollum's got 21.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Ayton in the high post. Over Hayes. Here's Kaminsky. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
We have size with Frank and
they've got
Ayton
the Warriors coming to town
Dario,
for their next game. That'll be the end
JaVale
of a 3-game
McGee,
homestand.
Biombo.
Stolen by Ayton. Here's Johnson. Murphy pulls it in.
That ball hog.
New Orleans has gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5
Pass me
attempts
the
here in
ball.
the third. Pass to Hayes. To the middle. And there's a 3-second violation.
Talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Jones, he's checked in for Clark.
I
Saric
said I want
checks
to
in
score,
for
you gotta
Suggs.
shoot the ball.
Ball comes in for Devin Booker.
I'm leaving McCollum
Now
open.
here's Jones. Here's Murphy. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Lewis. Fires for 3. Kaminsky pulls it in. Phoenix has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land in the third quarter. Here's Lee. He's defended by Hayes. Here's Saric. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted
I
area.
got plenty of time to get this record. But we're up almost
The Pelicans
30
have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half.
Phoenix 5.
McGee, he's checked in for the Suns.
Personal foul.
I gotta avoid fouls or they'll take me out.
Suns substitution. JaVale McGee.
Phoenix on D. No one covering. McCollum's got 23.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Here's Lee. Give him 31 now. The steal. Jones with the ball. Picked up by Saric.
Okay, I'm pissed. I lost my A+ grade.
Back to McCollum.
I'll get it back. I ain't worried about it.
Pass to Lewis. Puts up a 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. McCollum's got assist number 5 here tonight. Here's Lee. McCollum defends. Here's Lee. Down low. Ooh, poked away. And it's out of bounds.
Man.
Last touch by McCollum. The Pelicans making a switch here. Graham's checked in. And here are the Suns now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to McGee. The kick out to Johnson. Tries again. And he gets the bucket.
You couldn't have just did
McGee's
that
got 13
when I did
points.
shoot the ball.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from being close.
Boy, the Pelicans have really had a tough go here. And here's Jones. And here's McCollum. Give him 23. Graham for 3. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Here's Lee. Inside. Here's Saric. And he takes it in
Yes.
for the
I wish I could
layup
get
off
an
a very
assist
nice
every day.
feed.
Trip
6
down
points for
the
him.
court.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
McCollum's shot is off. Phoenix has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land in the third quarter. Here's Lee. McCollum defends. Offensive rebound. The ball's knocked loose. Saric. And he banks in the layup. Saric has got 6 in the quarter.
Fighting through the contact. Dario does a great job that time.
Well, New Orleans shooting just 42% so far in the game. Here's Murphy. Three-pointer, no good. And the Suns shooting incredibly well. 63% and really making their shots count. To the paint. Here's McGee. And there's a whistle.
Why did you have to be there?
That's on Devontae Graham.
That was an assist.
The defender
Taken away from me because the damn dude our guy had to run through there leading to him being there. Son of a bitch. Everything's gonna fuck up my assist.
Carried right over into the second half, too.
The other impressive part about their offense tonight has been
Something's
their ability
get in the way of me getting an
inside off
assist.
the bounce. Lots of points in there.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Ingram's checked in. Ball's going up the court. Tipped away. And stolen by Hayes. Here's McCollum. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Chris.
Pass to Lee. Jones with the ball.
Chris, you son of a...
Here's
I love
McCollum.
Chris Paul. I ain't gonna touch shit.
No good on the shot.
Can't touch
Sharp
shit
with
about
some
Chris
nice
Paul.
D. Here's Lee. Graham covering. Down low. Ooh, he's locked
Dario
in. Drains his fifth shot in his many attempts.
Man.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
For three, McCollum. Good. And Graham with the setup. McCollum's got 26.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
To the middle. And McGee with the stuff.
That's the most
There are only
assists
2
I've had
players
in
in
the
the
game,
league
24.
who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's New Orleans now. There's McCollum with the three. And another three for New Orleans.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Here's Lee. He's got 31. 1 second left. And it's going to be a goaltending call here. So they
Give me the assist off for goaltending, 25. Fuck
He
yeah.
got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Let me wait till the game's over. Yeah,
3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Suns ahead, delivering the blowout. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The 4th quarter is coming up. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about...
Please bring me back in.
The Pelicans will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Clark. Nance comes in for Marshall. Jones, he's checked in for Temple. And Graham subbed in for Lewis. Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Lee comes in for Payne. And so, in the game for Phoenix, we've got Aaron Holiday, Torrey Craig out there with Cameron Johnson. Then there's Dario Saric, and it's Lee in at the point guard position.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Suns.
Get the fuck out the way, Larry Nance.
Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year.
And this is an even matchup, 1-1 on the season series with 2 left to play.
Shot to end the cold streak. Yet another
Give me that assist.
The chemistry he has with his guys is
this
impressive.
ain't gonna happen.
I mean,
They could have brought me in a little sooner.
Actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Just get the bucket.
Rips down the breakaway slam.
Let's take off.
respect.
Finally,
They're
I've seen
doing
that. Let me see what that was. Let's take off. It makes me sky. My God, look how fucking high I am.
I think it's because you're AFC North. Correct. It's something that we should keep our eyes on. And it's not that the Cincinnati Bengals are actively trying to build indoor practice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Outside Graham. Pass to Jones.
Single A class high school. Now let's see what they're able to do.
Back to Ingram. 4 on the clock. Graham for 3. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Now here's Sharp.
Then Jerry Jones goes, you motherfuckers.
Here's Lee for 3. He can't hit that time. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was an enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. So long, everyone.
He punched him. What the fuck? Hey! I'm proud. Tyreek Hill versus I'm proud. Shit, the Bengals pursue Tyrann Matthew. Why not? 95 man. Tyrann Matthew, Stephon Gilmore, adding the 94 shutdown corner and a 95 X Factor, 2 X Factors. That'd be Super Bowl! That'd be a Super Bowl World Championship. You got Stephon Gilmore on one side and Kenny Bay on the other side. You got Jesse Bates and motherfucking Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, in the back at safety, with Von Bell coming in as an extra linebacker, as a third safety.
Make sure you hit that
That's fucking ball game.
button wherever you get your podcasts or on YouTube, so we're delivered to your eyes.
We're gonna have a 92 safety and a 95 safety.
I know that makes it easy for you, but we appreciate you making us your first listen. Either way, James, today we're going to dive into, as is tradition in the offseason, a weekend mailbag, and I know that we got some fun ones today. Talking about our Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco debate yesterday. The first one we have here is from Matt Mattis at Matt Ice 28. Mattis 28, not sure how that's pronounced. He wants to know about Jesse Bates being hard to deal with. Could you see as a result a trade of Jesse Bates for draft picks, and then using that money, that $13 million,
fellas.
so that would
The grind don't
free
stop.
up
The goal of today is to improve our shooting percentages. So we're going to focus on that aspect of the game today. Break down into your stations.
Another
We're going to get a
LSU
lot of
connection
shots up today.
who has been recently praising Joe Burrow in national media.
I like this. You know why? Because it's creative. There's multi-steps to it. And it's something that the Bengals should have a conversation about. And let's leave Tyrann Mathieu out of this. And I will get to him. But the Jesse Bates part of it. If they don't think they can get a deal done, and I don't mean probably this offseason, all right? So I think Jesse Bates is going to be a Bengal in 2022. But if talks stall again and franchise tag, the deadline to extend him comes and goes, and he goes into the year playing on the franchise tag, well, what are you going to do next year? You're just going to let him walk and take a third-round pick? A compensatory pick? You might not even get that, because guess what? You've been pretty aggressive in free agency. So a year from now, I think that should be, and it's not really how the Bengals have operated, but I think that's kind of how they should approach it. If Jesse Bates plays well, and they tag him again next offseason because they haven't been able to reach an extension, then one of two things. Either you're like, all right, I'm okay with paying him $15 million-ish and giving him $27, $28 million guaranteed over 2 seasons, and you know, maybe we let him walk and that'll be it. Or maybe you do try to make field calls and go that route. And so I do think the Bengals should be open to that aspect of it. I don't think that Tyrann Mathieu is tied to Jesse Bates, and I get they're both safeties, and the idea of replacing Bates with Mathieu, it sounds good, but they're actually different players, completely different players. And so even though they both say safety, it's like saying, in my eyes, well, do you want to replace Chidobe Awuzie with Mike Hill? Well, they're just different players, even though they're both labeled corner. I think Matthew's different. He's going to be around the ball much more as far as or around the in the box, around the ball as far as running backs go. He's going to make plays that way, and he's also 30, and that's the other part of it, where about to be 30. We haven't seen the Bengals go after a lot of these guys, so I wouldn't rule it out. I told someone never say never this week when it comes to Tyrann Mathieu, because if he's still there after the draft, and you know, he went to Houston a few years ago. He signed a 1-year, $7 million deal after he got released by the Cardinals. And I think it was because he wanted to try to chase a title. This is when Houston was good. You never say never, right? If things stall out, the Saints, they're rumored to be interested. The Steelers are rumored to be interested. You know, I wouldn't be shocked. And then you'd see a bunch of 3 safety looks. But I don't think Jesse Bates' future is tied to Matthews, or vice versa. Even though I do think that
well, come
there's
on.
some points there that Mattis brings up.
Yeah. I think that I agree that if they have to franchise him again next year, they should explore a trade. If they can get one done, great. I think that that might be challenging. But maybe,
first rounder, that would be the asking price. You know that.
And they wouldn't get it. I don't think there's any way, unless he has an all-pro year. And if he has an all-pro year, they probably have less of a problem paying him, unless they're trying to squirrel money away for Joe Burrow, which we discussed. And we talked to Brad earlier this week and looked at the Joe Burrow's deal.
Give me that book. Fuck out of here.
I know you mentioned
he should get the fuck out.
For Houston. I think that there were also some questions about him. It wasn't like he was. He didn't have the reputation that he has now at that point for that long. I don't think he takes a 1-year deal.
And so the safety market was bad too.
Yeah, and that's a part of it, but I don't think he's taking a deal like La'el Collins. La'el Collins has like $10 million plus. 4, 7. He has like $16 million in incentives in his contract. And I'm shocked that he signed it. I would be took a similarly incentive-laden deal.
Could Ty become the second favorite of the day to take home the big check for $200K?
A lot of people say Ty's not good at next gen. So
I think the ship has sailed on that.
Not if definitively could have a say.
It will be the hardest thing I've probably ever played against Ty. But I'm confident that I can win.
Paying another safety that's younger.
In game 1,
look, I get it, and I do know this. I know Jamar.
A beautiful day as it usually is here in Phoenix. Such a dramatic setting here in the Arizona desert. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the DA.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Suns fine.
Yeah, I love it, and I love that team, David. Thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. George and Zubac inside at the 4 and the 5. Reggie Jackson out there with Powell. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for Phoenix, up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. Evan Booker out there with Lee. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. And we've got a good one. Both of these teams, Steve, have been playing at a very high level lately.
Kevin, winning basketball on display. As a fan and a broadcaster, you can't ask for much more.
Lee finds Ayton. Back to Lee.
The Kawhi guard. Okay.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Left block shot on the way.
Ah, hell.
And it's Leonard with the ball.
I want the call. You want to guard me? I'll guard him. Give it to him.
Booker against
Give it to him. Give it to him.
Outside, George.
First, I got to tell you about that.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
To the middle. Ayton inside. Jackson on him, and it's Ayton missing. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
And good that time.
And passing that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Here's Jackson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Leonard against Bridges. Leonard, no luck. The Suns have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Lee with the ball. And Lee with the stop.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick.
Why not?
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here's Leonard. He can't get it to go. Bridges with some nice defense.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
The Clippers trail. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Crowder. And there's the foul. It'll go on Lee.
That's his first personal.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Leonard. That one off the back iron and out.
And he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
We can call a quarterback sneak that doesn't result in 4th and short.
And so here are the Clippers. George finds Leonard. Some nice ball movement by
If
the
we get
Clippers.
Tyler Linden involved,
George with the stop.
that's fucking
Long
cool.
and athletic. PG
Luke Pierce, left guard, Jonah, left tackle.
And Craig, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him. And I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship.
How's that a foul on Bridges?
It goes on Mikal Bridges.
Man, he's
That's
locking his ass
foul.
up. That's what the fuck they mad about.
Extra chances for
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Bro is going to fucking eat the NFL for fucking breakfast.
Cracks in the tray.
Great floor awareness.
I ain't worried about
Knows how to find his open
Clippers are tough for
teammates.
flying punches. I ain't gonna cap. But guess who's flying for
And there's Ayton's got his.
But they can't guard my dude. They damn sure can't guard Devin Booker. We already seen both of them contest him in the bubble.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do
And
that
Bridges
against
got
good
him on
scores.
lock.
And it's good for 2.
Look at the handles by Kawhi Leonard. He has worked on that part of his game. He has his defender on skates.
Throw down. They can't guard me. Reggie Jackson cannot guard me. Unguardable, as I said.
They can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Jackson passes to Zubac.
Unguardable.
It's George on the wing. Outside for Jackson. And it's off from 3-point range. Outside Leonard. He dishes it to Jackson.
What the fuck happened?
Feeds to George. And there it is for him.
What the fuck did y'all do, bro?
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, and locates the open man.
George against Lee. Ayton in the
Give me the
corner.
ball back. Get the fuck out the way. Unless you're gonna do that, cut to the basket. That's smart by DeAndre. Oh, I'm wide open. Yeah, I'm gonna hang you ball. Dude's like, oh, you get the fucking last shot. Punch that fucking damn one. I'm right in your fucking face. Just throw me the ball and I'm gonna score. I'm out here hitting fucking threes with double teams with hands in my face.
Lee against Jackson. Lee in the posts. Dishes to Crowder.
35 times will be way better.
Guarded by Jackson. It's good. Lee's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Passes it to
I don't want him in the Super Bowl.
Ball's knocked loose.
Give me that shit.
Lee against Jackson. Pass to Crowder. Out to Lee. For 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Open them up a lot of it. A lot of it.
Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
You don't have that one guy who gets you 10+ boards every night.
Man, this line protecting bro is going to be 2019 LSU, bro. Undefeated. Undefeated. No losses. None. You're giving him an 87 right fucking tackle.
+5 rebound advantage.
Lee passes to Ayton. Back to Lee. Now here's Ayton. Guarded by Jackson. He in the posts. Jackson on him. And Ayton throws it down.
Yes!
And it's the way
he is.
His body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Hell no.
Here's Lee into the lane.
Throw down.
And Lee with the stuff.
And don't look now, but they're starting.
So he still got some game left.
They're doing it by building.
I want Stephon Gilmore. Let's get Gilmore in fucking retirement. We're really chasing Super Bowl. Why not go get 95 and a 94 player? So then you got 95, 94, 93, 92, 87, 86, 85, 85, 84.
Buries it from three-point range.
We've seen Kadar steadily increase his three-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
Paul dishes to Lee. With the drive.
Throw it in.
Lee with the stop.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landed in.
A team that made the fucking Super Bowl, Joe Hayden locking people up.
Here's Man. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Lee goes in, and Lee with the stuff.
Ooh. Inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Kennard on the wing. That one wide left.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
He wasn't that good, bro. Everybody else.
Lee against Kennard. McGee in the corner. Paul passes to Lee. To the middle. Here's McGee.
Throw down.
Dunk by McGee.
Pushing the action, getting others involved.
Mandalorian. I love this
time again.
You know what it is?
Mandalorian with Bingle.
That's making this engine run.
Oh, Chris Paul said, "Give me that shit." Fuck out of here. Layup. Point guard.
And now an 11-point Phoenix lead.
And Chris Paul is known for his lockdown D. If you aren't careful with the ball, he will swipe it clean.
On silver. I wish I could put that on gold. I wish I would have redid my dude, make him more defensive.
2 minutes remaining.
He everything.
6 to shoot.
I wish I could get Hall of Fame class.
The Clippers need to get off a shot.
Hall of Fame class.
Kennard's got 9 points.
Hall of
Defensively,
Fame
they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Hope gone.
Lee outside. To the inside.
Goodbye.
It's good.
Bucket. Assist.
Just no resistance.
I might get 10 in the first quarter.
Consecutive make in the paint.
Man passes to Batum.
Listen to him. Get your good work.
1:14 left in the first quarter.
Chad can definitely play in the NFL still for you. I agree with him. Chad Johnson is a fucking savage. And he's still in the same shape he was in his playing career. He's guarding Jamar Chase and stays in front of Jamar fucking Chase. There's fucking NFL corners who could not do that, named Jalen Ramsey. Well, Jamar missed his missed his footage. That's the way. And then he dropped the pass. So he was 0 for 2 against Chad. They ain't signing nobody. They're done.
Sharich nails them both.
He's living there tonight.
The Bengals seem content. They're like, yeah, we fixed the line. We're good.
He's going to knock him down.
And they're right, but they could just spark up a defense with some 90-some overall players. 94, 95 overall players. X factors.
You know, there's always going to be room in this league for guys like
add to his defense with superstar. You'd have a superstar along with 2 X factors. You should have 3 X factors. Bates should be an X factor. 4 and fucking motherfucking Trey Henderson with 14 sacks should be an X factor. Goodbye, good time. Boom.
Is valued in the NBA. The Clippers saw he provides a much-needed aspect.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
All right, bro, you're taking all that. You're wasting my time.
And it's denied.
And you can't be careless around Sarge. When he's on you, he is looking.
These son of a bitches. Rob my fucking clock. I could get
a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
We appreciate that, to reiterate.
And the Suns are an offensive powerhouse. We know that, but is Devin Booker?
You know, right now, I like the way they're playing defense.
And Greg, you've seen it. Booker individually making strides at the defensive end.
And I'm not sure he'll ever be a stopper, but to be great, you've got to consistently bring the effort and focus.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
They've gotten a lot of high-quality shots in the paint early on. That was clearly part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Hartenstein. Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the one. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, baddest one in the last outing against the Pelicans got the job done. He added 33 points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. We'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
And yes, it's good. And the Suns lead by 12.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Sarge has the touch to take
the college players.
Passes to Kennard.
Take care of that's right. You get Bobo
beyond the arc. And another three
Jason
for the
Kelsey.
Yeah, they've got into a nice flow this quarter.
Phoenix leading by 9. Lee outside. And he drives in. And Lee
dunk on.
And once he...
Man, I gotta put that on YouTube.
Do you have something else there?
Nope. I want to get to this one, the fun one.
The Bengalorean. Are the Bengals drafting a wide receiver in the first 3 rounds? And this is how I know you are the Bengalorean, James. If not, is it even worth it after the first 3?
It's on the table.
He gets
right
clear
now.
off the
It's gonna be
screen.
5
There is
wide.
no stopping.
Everyone thinks the Bengals offensive line is
When there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
A shot missing. Now the Suns take it the other way.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
I think they were looking at receiver.
Fires for three. Batum grabs the miss.
In this
Why? We have
really
Jamar Chase,
falling in
Tyler
love with the
Boyd,
three.
and T. Higgins.
So far, not paying dividends.
Those next picks, I think receiver was certainly
Kennard with the ball. Now guarded by Kaminsky.
Because they're picking at the end of round 2, 63rd. And then you're picking at the end of
Kennard
round
against
3.
Kaminsky. It's
Could
deflected.
be wide receiver. Could be someone that. Because that's the thing is they got like
Now Lee, 33 points last game. Takes the three. Drills the three-pointer. He's got the lead up to 14 now.
So they need someone that if one of them gets dinged up, they're confident. And the good news is Jamar's versatile, can play in the slot, can play outside, you can move him around. So let's say Boyd gets dinged up and you draft an outside receiver, well, that's fine. You can make that work. But I do think that they need to.
They do need a dress receiver. Yeah.
That's the position. They didn't in free agency, outside of bringing their own guys back. Absolutely, I think it's in play. I would say first 4 rounds is a borderline guarantee. First 3 rounds. So I think it,
Simple, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
And the Clippers call time here. You've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible, and what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
Some changes for Phoenix. Andre Ayton's checked in for Kaminsky. Bridges comes in for Johnson. And it's Devin Booker in for Paul. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in their second quarter of play. Here's Leonard. And they'll get another chance. Down low. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Zubac. The Suns have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. And here is Lee. He's got 24. Here's Ayton, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. The Suns changes.
You think what he's going to do? He's going to fly to Canada. He's going to punch you in the head because he's also a good boxer. So I can't wait for that part of it. That being said,
here's Man, defended by Paul. Pass to Man. 1:36 left in the first half. That shot wide open. Kennard's got 15 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Lee outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
It wouldn't shock me. They got 7 picks.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
LA's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Kaminsky with the double team. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now is massive.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And so here are the Clippers. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game, and that's the first.
I think Brandon Wilson is absolutely a candidate. I think we talked about that. I'm a little bit surprised it didn't happen when they were in the throes of free agency. When it was supposed to be, but
now, going all the way back to our first question, take Brandon Wilson, the safety. You take that $2 million and you apply it to Honey Badger.
Game in a string of 3 straight at home.
That's where it should be.
Launches it. And Marcus Morris, good for 3. He has 6.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Lee outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul has got 3 assists tonight.
Wow, he has been unstoppable from outside in the second quarter. The threes are just flowing.
Doubled by Lee. Kennard finds the tomb. Oh, good with the triple. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. And it's Lee penetrating. And Lee with the stuff.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. With 1 on the clock, and that was...
Who?
Very good.
Who the hell?
I don't like how it looks there.
Son of a bitch! Damn, the Rams just got stronger. They got Aaron Donald, Bobby fucking Wagner, and Jalen Ramsey. We'll still beat them.
One is good from Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And so it's Phoenix. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. Booker and Bridges are the wings. And it's Lee in at the point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Off target from outside. To the middle. Here's Leonard. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
The assist.
Leonard's got the first points to start out the 3rd quarter for the Clippers.
Well, with Zubac on the floor, you know what you'll get. He gives great effort when he's engaged.
Also, the plus is he does a good job of rim running. He also dives well off pick and rolls, and combined with his offensive rebounding, gives you some size in the middle.
Powell inside, defended by Crowder. The shot by Powell, no good. Phoenix has gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul.
Suns have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
That sounds pretty racist to me.
Oh, you would definitely know.
Actually,
the free throw drops for Lee.
I know is the color green when it goes in my bank account.
If you had a lot of zeros in your bank account, you wouldn't be wearing that trash-ass suit.
This suit costs more than your car, son, so you better sit down.
You know, just like Wesley said, you ain't no athlete. I know you got to like it, but you ain't no athlete.
And both free throws good for Lee. The Clippers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Leonard against Ayton.
Yeah, what are you saying? You don't want to be 50-1.
Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Lee, and Lee with the
like he wasn't even there.
He's taking it upon himself to score the ball as much as possible for his team. He's not looking to pass it right now.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. George passes to Zubac. Now Powell.
Not a fan of Colby Covington?
No. Not a fan of rats. A good flying knee to stiffen Colby.
Colby, your immediate reaction to what they just said?
Two irrelevant fighters trying to go off one of the biggest names in the sport right now. Their fighting doesn't speak and get attention in the MMA world, so of course they're going to use my name to try and get some headlines.
Kobe gets his head.
Who's the best quarterback of all time?
Roger Staubach.
Wow, old school. Okay.
I'm biased. I'm going to say Brett Favre. He's the main reason I started playing ball.
Joe Montana.
Joe Montana and then Peyton and Brady.
Oh, there's so many. But obviously there's some guy named Tom. I can't remember his last name.
Outside, George.
Tom Brady.
I love him already.
I'm going to say Tom Brady.
Going inside, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Personal foul. First team foul.
7 rings.
George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And with Paul George in his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Here's Lee. Here's the drive. And Lee with the stop.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. PA, thank you. Lee gets the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
I don't think they understand the game like I understand it. In there.
Jackson against Lee. Leonard. Lee with the ball.
Give me that shit.
To figure out situations, to figure out the route to victory. That's why I continually finish people. Is there any fighter you're gonna...
I'm about to add another short to this motherfucker. These videos might get thousands of views. You never even know. They have a chance to. you got the nice little ring there. Yeah. This helps brighten your face. That was a good purchase.
And Ayton throws it down.
I swear, yeah. And famous people use them, like TikTokers, the women TikTokers.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see
what's her name with her damn social media on Bel Air? The daughter. The oldest daughter. The oldest sibling.
Jackson in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target. Jackson's got 8.
Nice play. Usually Reggie prefers to initiate, but this time gets it done off the catch.
No good from Lee.
Phenomenal how many threes he drained in the first half, especially considering he's hit none since.
Fires from 18. Again, Phoenix.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Here's Zubac. The offensive rebound. Jackson finds George. Back to Jackson. Driving inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Aggressive on the drive. That's going to result in some free throws for Jackson. Reggie Jackson can still provide scoring. Maybe not at the 19 points per game level he once did, but he can still make an impact.
Lee goes in. And Lee with the stuff.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
And Reggie Jackson, Steve, as you said, not the big scorer he once was.
He's got a reduced role, Kevin, on this team right now, but he can still get you a bucket when needed. Credit to Reggie Jackson for staying ready at all times.
And, Steve, we know about Paul George, a fantastic outside shooter. He's been an elite three-point artist for some time.
Paul George can get a shot up over most defenders. That's why Kevin has a career three-point percentage that's towards 40%, and he seems to be getting better with age.
Bridges against Leonard. He gets it in there. Leonard's got 6.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Lee outside. And Lee with the stuff.
If you're going to give me the fucking dunk, I'm taking it.
He is such a great athlete. Clippers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Can he keep it going? And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Lee's got 48.
Could have got the dunk, but
and a breakdown
here. Get the jump shot badge.
Guys, the hustle stats for Phoenix.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior.
Yeah, dog. Very pesky defense. 63 points.
Lee against George. Lee passes to McGee. That one good for 2. McGee's got 4 points this quarter.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Outside, George misses the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Lee passes to McGee, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. He's covered by 8. It's Powell on the wing. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And big defensive plays like that will
help. That was a clean block. Just give her
a give me that. They have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8. And the technical free throw is good. And the Suns here with a different look. Mike Kaminsky, he's checked in for DeAndre. Sharch comes in for JaVale McGee. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Chris Paul subbed in for Devin Booker. And then for Los Angeles, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Luke Kennard comes in for Norman Powell. Mann subbed in for Jackson.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And so George
I
will
got 4
bring it up
minutes
for
to
the
get
Clippers.
20 assists. 30 assists.
George double teamed to the inside. Lets it go from 11 and misses it off the right side of the rim. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To the paint. Here's Sharch. The shot from the low post is good. Sharch has got 6.
Assists. Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Clippers. Kennard for 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lee goes in.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Hartenstein passes to Kennard. The shot will not fall.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And Lee was tough.
And this is
Ain't got to dunk on like that.
He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
It's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Johnson over to help. And there's the pass to Kennard. Cans it from downtown. 18 points for him.
Another one for Luke. He has a good understanding of where and how to get his points.
And it's Lee penetrating. Johnson wide open.
Bam. Give it that. I had the bucket, but I kicked it to the corner for 3. Corner 3.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answer each other from range.
Covered by Sharch. Pass to Kennard. 4 on the shot clock. Batum wide open. He fired. And another 3 for the Clippers.
3-point field goal.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
There's Lee with the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Pass to Mann. Here's Hartenstein. He's guarded by Johnson. Hartenstein can't get it to go. Phoenix has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Out to Lee. Jacks up a 3. The shot off that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
They only need 3 assists.
Inside. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
Kennard against Lee. Kaminsky banked in off the glass. Kaminsky's got 8.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Paul over to help. Pass to Kennard. Launches a 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Had that one in his sights, too. His 5th triple of the game, second this half.
Lee against Kennard. And it's Lee penetrating. Misses in close. LA has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. The pass to Hartenstein. Here's Mann. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Kennard on the wing. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
On the wing, Lee. He takes it in, and Lee with the stop.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And so it's Phoenix sitting on a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Changes for Phoenix. Johnson, he's checked in for Kaminsky. And Lee's subbed in for Payne. Leonard against Craig. Here's Zubats. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Assisted.
Leonard's got his third assist on the night.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
Taking a look at Los Angeles.
Unblockable.
The guard spot's
Goal.
filled by Jackson and George.
That thing's
Coach
going to help me so much.
And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. And the Clippers call time here. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin. And I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Lee against Jackson. Clippers moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the foul. It'll go on Lee.
That's his third personal foul.
That'll be his third foul.
Shit, man. I had an A+ grade.
Ojale gets to Jackson. Down low. There's Covington. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Covington's got his first points of the night.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far.
And one. Give me 60-20 game.
What an amazing performance this was for
baddest one.
Ooh, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dimes.
Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
There's 48 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Out left of the wing. Fires the three. The shot by Ojale, no good. Lee outside. To the inside. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Lee.
And it's just competing. Giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
And Lee with the stuff.
And they feel good, giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.